Hi everyone, Sam Hutchinson here. Welcome to episode number 3 in our 5-part series. I'm joined with the lovely Ravit again. Lovely to see you again, Ravit. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about setting the foundations in your business. Now, we don't want to talk too long about this because most of you guys are fairly established in what you do, especially in my community. Most of you have been working in your niche for a long time, so you know who your perfect customer is. You know what you do. You know what problem you solve. But I think it's worth sort of talking about the foundational stuff when you are looking at transitioning into digital products and also a online community, because even if you've worked with 1,000 people one-to-one and you've got amazing results and you're really successful, if you are considering moving from that and launching like a hybrid course or an online course or a digital community, then it does require you to kind of revisit the foundational things and make sure that you are on purpose, your messaging's right, and you're attracting the right people into your world, into your community. And I'm going to let Ravit talk more about this because she's got more experience with this, with an online community. But the fundamentals are really important so that we can bring and draw those people, the perfect people that we can help into our world. And it's just a case of kind of going back to basics a little bit, even if you are, like I say, established. So Ravit, you take over here because I think that you've got a lot to add on this.
Okay, thank you. So when you're considering creating an online community, the first thing that you have to think about is, what do I want to do in this community? What's the purpose of it? So the way that I see it and the way that I've done it is that I felt like there was just too much fluff and too much nothing in the outside world, and I needed to bring in substance. So in a divorce situation, when someone is going through such a life-changing experience, they need a lot of information. So for me, my focus was bring them into a place where all their questions, worries, and concerns are answered. So that's my focus. My focus is any coach that comes in has to answer questions. Any expert that comes in has to be able to help people figure things out in an easier way. So you have to find your why. Why do you want to have a community? Why is it important for you to draw people in from the outside world in? What do you want them to know? What do you want to share with them? And you have to be ready to really put the work into having them get to know you. Mm-hmm. So a community is like inviting people over to your house, right? So you're inviting all these new guests and you're trying to mingle, get to know them. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? What do you like? Let's taste a little bit of this cocktail. Let's have a little bit of this and that. You need to give them variety. So you need to, if you're going to do a community, you need to be ready to express yourself, to share, to share who you are. What's your message? What do you want them to know? And be vulnerable too. You want them to get to know who you are and why did you get to the point you're at right now. I think that because of this whole COVID situation and all that, people are dying to connect with one another. Yeah. So your community is a place for everyone to connect, to feel like they're part of something and something common. So there's got to be a commonality between all these people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think now is just, humans want to, like I said in a previous video, humans want to get together and get to know each other and get help and support. That's just natural. But I think more now than ever, just because of, I don't want to keep bringing up the COVID situation because, it's getting a bit boring. But, I do firmly believe that the world has changed in the last 12 months. I think people's outlook on life and what's important to them and how they communicate, all these different things have fundamentally changed. And I think community now is more important than it ever has been. I think humans are being more drawn to finding groups of like-minded people and getting help and support, whether it's mental health, whether it's building a business, whatever it is. I think the future is bringing people together that've got the same problems, the same aspirations, and you have conversations. It's not just about selling them products. This is the difference now, is that you can't get away with just trying to flog things to people. You've got to build trust, you've got to build relationships, you've got to add value. And there's no better way of doing that than bringing them into a community, And once they're in a community, you can monetize so easy because it's just flawless. You don't even need to sell anything. because they already know you, they trust you, they've seen your free videos, they've been through your little mini series like we're doing now. They get to know you, so they know that they are in the right place, getting the right advice from the right people, and they will buy your courses and your one-to-one programs, you know.
And they'll buy your books, and they're going to buy your whatever else. So all the things that you've worked on before, you can sell inside your community once they get to know you. So rather than going out into the big bad world out there and trying to draw one person at a time, you built yourself a community of people who are going to refer you now to other people and to their friends and family and to whoever else, because they feel so comfortable and safe in your bubble, in your community, that they want other people to feel as good and as safe in there too. And that's what you're trying to create, an environment where people, you're the center and you're the person who's sort of like delivering the message, and then having everyone come in and surround you and say yes, and have conversations with you.
And you have to be the leader. You know, if you want to be successful in coaching or any of those kind of expert industries, you know, even if you are an introvert, which I know a lot of coaches that are introverts, they're not naturally wanting to put themselves out there, but you have to step up. You have to lead people to the solution. You know, if you want to be successful and you genuinely want to make the money you want to earn and all of those things you want, you have to step up. You have to be a leader. You have to bring those people along the journey with you and introduce them to other people, you know, and you know, your main emphasis should always be on providing help and value, not trying to make money from them. And that is, you know, the biggest mistake most new coaches make. And I did for a long time, is that I wanted to pay the bills. I needed to earn money. So everything I did was about, where can I get my money from? And I'm sure you guys are not in that place now, but sometimes we do still lead with that. We don't think about, what can I do today? What can I do that's going to go over and above for my tribe, for my people? And just by doing that, naturally, the money flows towards you. That's what happens. And there's no better way. Sorry.
And you need to understand also that it doesn't happen overnight to create communities. You need to focus your attention on building. Just like you built your Facebook and just like you built your Instagram, and it took you time to build that, you need to take time and nurture and build your community. And you're going to see that with time, they're going to get so used to you that any product you come out or any service you're going to offer, they're going to want it because they will know you so well that they know what they're going to get out of it.
Yeah. And when you think about it, you know, the reason that a lot of really great coaches who are really, really talented at what they do, they really can genuinely change people's lives. The reason most of them struggle to get clients is not because they're not good at what they do. It's because they don't have the platform, the opportunity to showcase that and build trust. Because what makes someone pay you money to work with you as a coach compared to someone else who maybe has got more credentials, maybe they've worked in the industry longer, maybe they've got more certificates, maybe they're a guru. The reason they're going to choose to work with you is because you have built the trust with them. They like you in particular. They've chosen you out of all the other choices that they've got. So always remember that, you know, even though you might be in a busy marketplace, you are unique, and what you do to help people and your personality, that's what they're buying. They're not buying a product. They're not buying features of a program. They're not buying videos from you. They're buying you and your support, your accountability, and everything else. So there is a place for all of us in this. And the sooner you have your little hub, your little ecosystem, your little community that you can bring people into, the sooner you're going to get results. And like Ravit just said, it really is the long game. You know, forget about making money quickly. Forget about just launching something and making a load of money. You know, even if you have to build this in the background while you still do one-to-one coaching, keep doing that for the bread and butter. But in the background, launch your community or be part of Ravit's community, where you can start, you know, building that organically over time. It doesn't have to be done overnight. And I think that's important to remember as well.
Absolutely. So just to wrap this part up, I think that there's a couple of key things you need to think about. You need to have patience. This is not going to be an overnight success. You're not going to wake up in the morning a millionaire. Well, hopefully, maybe, but who knows?
Could be.
It takes time, and it takes time to build anything. You need to be credible and authentic, and you need to focus on your end goal. Mm-hmm. What's my end goal? My end goal is to nurture. Give them everything that they need, make them think about me all day long, that if they have an issue about divorce, they think Ravit. They have an issue about marketing, they think Sam. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Give them all this information, and then you're going to see the sales are going to come in. So just focus all your efforts towards your end goal, and you're going to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all about the long game. Obviously, you need short-term wins with your bread and butter stuff, but you need to be building an asset in the background, and that's the main takeaway I want to give you on this episode. So that's it for this one. We're trying to keep these, within 15 minutes. We're struggling a little bit on some of them. Some of them have gone over a little bit. We're talkers. We love sharing. So I think we've hit 15 minutes for this one. So in episode number 4. We're going to home in specifically and talk about why online communities are the future for coaches. We have obviously touched on this. We are talking about this, on these earlier videos. But we want to really focus in on community now and talk about the choices that you've got in terms of starting a community yourself or being part of another one. So we're going to go into that detail in the next episode number 4. So again, we really want you to comment below, reach out to us, give us your feedback. I want to hear what your thoughts are on everything that me and Ravit have covered in these videos. I just want conversations. We want dialogue. We want to find out more about you and what you're doing, and whether an online community and courses is the way you want to go, or whether you want to carry on doing what you're doing. Just let us know. And we'll put links below these videos, by the way, as well, to Ravit's community. So if you want to go and join her community and have a look around, if you're a relationship coach, a dating coach, or you help people with divorce in any way, it might be an amazing place for you to go and join. So we'll put a link to her community there. I'll put a link to mine for your guys, Ravit, in your community, and feel free to come and join us. So yeah, we'll see you in episode number 4.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.